So that's another year gone by, and yeah, they just keep flying by, don't they? It kind of got me thinking about reviewing the year and setting new plans and goals for the future, and yeah, just thought I'd make a video about it because I'm sure there's so much that's happened and things that I'm sort of dealing with and sort of planning for the future, which you can probably relate to if you're watching these videos. I'm sure we've got a bit in common as it goes anyway. So yeah, thought I'd just do a little video to talk about the year. This might also just be a bit of waffle because I'm kind of just going a bit off the cuff, and yeah, hopefully there's still some value in there for you somewhere. I think it's just good to be really transparent as well, because in this industry it's not all just epic travel trips and big clients that want these really great videos. It can be quite hard, and most of the time you actually spend it by yourself at your desk, sort of thinking about what to do next and how you're gonna work out how to bring in more money. And yeah, it's very different to what a lot of people probably see on YouTube and then assume it's like. So just thinking about my year in general in terms of filmmaking, it's definitely been a good year. Lots of cool shoots that I've been on, and yeah, got some new clients as well, so that's all good. Financially, pretty smooth, nothing crazy, nothing drastic. My first year I spent a lot of the money that I made on new equipment and gear. This year I've been a bit more sensible, so yeah, it's all pretty steady at the moment. And in terms of the artistic side, have I reached the level that I hoped that I would be at this time of the year? Maybe a little bit off, but not a million miles away. I don't know if you can relate to this, but I personally feel like my knowledge and skills in terms of filmmaking, I've not properly been able to get them across in my work yet. I usually feel like a lot of clients and stuff, they want to play a little safer, which is completely normal because, you know, you don't want to get too artistically wild and out there on a lot of jobs, and you do need to think about what the client wants a lot of the time. So yeah, I don't feel like I've been able to fully realize my potential in terms of the work that I've been able to create and put out there. I feel like given a bit more time, a bit more budget, gear, all those kind of things, I do think I can make some really cool stuff. But yeah, there's always something that sort of stops you from sort of reaching where you think you can be. But yeah, I guess that is where passion projects come in, and I think in the new year and going forwards for the next year or two, I think passion projects are going to play a huge part of my career and letting me sort of get involved in certain niches that I'm really interested in, and you know, sending that to clients and creating videos around that provide some value for you guys. I think that is kind of the plan next year. Just anytime it seems slow, yeah, passion projects. Like, I've got so many in the bank, so many that I've thought of, and just create those things that are really highly creative, but hopefully have quite low friction in terms of creating. Maybe you only need one model, maybe you don't need any. Just yeah, those projects that allow you to really flex those creative muscles. It's going to be a huge part of what I do in 2024. So one of the main things that I've been thinking about recently is work and how hard I've been working, and have I potentially wasted a bit of time? Have I taken it a bit too easy this year? And as great as this year has been, I do look back at it and sort of think I could have, you know, left more out there. I could have worked a little bit harder, and I think it's equally as important just to look back and see what could be improved, as opposed to just getting excited about setting new goals and new plans. You do need to look back at where you've been going wrong and sort of try and adjust the course that you're on. And it's a tough question to ask yourself, you know, talking about wasting time and wasting opportunities. But yeah, just got to be really truthful with yourself and realize that, you know, I'm young, I've got energy, and it's a really good opportunity at this point in my life where I can be working super hard and really pushing my limits, not taking it too far, don't want to burn out or anything, but I definitely think that I can take it up a level and produce better work and more of it as well. I think there's definitely something to be said for a routine, even a simple one. I am definitely the type of person who takes the advantages of being a freelancer quite far, not having to work particular hours, getting to choose where you work, how you work, all those kinds of things. I do definitely take advantage of that perk. I do really like it. I love the freedom, definitely love the freedom. Allows me to travel and do really cool things, but at the same time, some kind of more rigid system routine would be good. less in terms of strict hours that I need to work, but just the amount probably. I'm quite bad at sort of going to the gym halfway through the day and then thinking, oh, I can do it in the evening, that'll be fine. Comes to the evening, next day will be fine. You know, if you don't have deadlines and people chasing you for stuff, it is very easy just to, tomorrow will be fine sort of attitude. And I can definitely get better with that. And that is definitely in the sort of front of my mind going into the next year. Thinking about the priorities that I've got for next year, for me personally, the main word that comes to mind is output. I remember a few years ago when I first started out, I used to be so good at just getting completely locked into a project. I found it so fun and so exciting when I first started filmmaking that, I just used to get completely immersed into an edit or a project and just pretty much finish it in like a day or two. These days, I do take my time a bit more, which obviously has its benefits. But for the most part, I do think I can lock in a bit harder and, get these projects done and out and move on to the next one. I think they probably stick around for too long. I sort of dip in and out, do a bit of grading, do a bit of sound, and sort of come back to it every other day. I think realistically, probably just need to be better at just locking in a day or two, grinding it out and being done with it. And then I can focus on other creative things. It's on my list of things to do in the next year is to become better at just locking into a project for a full day or whatever it needs to be, and just getting it done. Don't procrastinate, don't put it off, just get it done. I think investing into the business for me is going to be really important in the next year. I think I'm at a natural stage where I'm kind of looking at a proper cinema setup. I love the little mirrorless cameras, they're so good to use, so handy, but I do think they are a little bit limited at points. I think things like internal ND, XLR outputs, all those kind of things are sort of on my horizon and sort of what I'm looking at. So I think in the future, don't be surprised if I make a upgrade. It's going to be super hard to part with the cash to do it, but I think just investing in the business, really treating it like a business, offering more to the client, offering more to my own creative projects in terms of lighting, camera gear, grip, audio, all of it. I think it just needs to go up a notch. I just think if not, you kind of get left behind in that solo one-man band shooter that just kind of walks around with his camera in his backpack, and absolutely nothing wrong with that, but I do have aspirations to take it up a level to be that traditional DP cinematographer. That is a road that I want to go down. I love one-man band shoots, like they are really fun, and I love being able to do a bit of everything, but I think going forwards, just taking it that bit more seriously and sort of being able to offer a higher production sort of level to clients is really important. So definitely on the horizon for next year. I think generally just working my way through the passion projects that I've got lined up and being able to create content around that for YouTube is going to be great. I think trying to provide as much value as possible is really tricky, trying to do filmmaking as work and YouTube. The YouTube stuff's probably a bit more fun and creative. It's so easy to go too much that way, and then you remember you've still got to make it work as a full-time living. It's a battle that I'm sure a lot of you are trying to deal with, and it is definitely quite difficult, but just trying to create really good stuff next year and putting it out on YouTube, trying to find my niche in terms of filmmaking. Definitely got a style that I'm really wanting to sort of finesse and get better at, and an industry that I kind of want to make myself more known in. If you can tell, that's probably more outdoors, adventure, bit of clothing. I mean, I've got that history. Any of that kind of outdoor adventure lifestyle stuff is perfect for me. So I probably expect a lot of my passion projects to lean that way as well. Just trying to juggle all of that, YouTube, filmmaking, trying to balance it is a hard act. So we'll see how it goes, but lots of aspirations for this year. So getting into the 3 main lessons that I've taken from this year that I can share with you. I would say the first one, absolutely travel and get out of your comfort zone. I think a huge highlight for me this year was when I did a 3-week trip around Norway, road trip. Just got a car, drove around really put myself out of my comfort zone, met some really cool people, and yeah, just kind of creatively was really cool as well. Just being able to just see something on the side of the road and just look at it and go, yeah, I'll just park up, take my camera up there, see what I can do. Really, really enjoyed that trip, and yeah, just perfectly sort of encapsulates what can happen when you really push yourself to get out of your comfort zone. So yeah, if you've got any travel plans, any sort of plans that do take you out of your comfort zone, just do them, because it'll most likely end up like one of your biggest highlights from the year. So yeah, definitely urge you to go after something like that. I think the next one is just related to passion projects and spec pieces. I think it's so easy to come up with these great ideas, leave them in your notes for like weeks, months, but I think the moment that you really just put your foot down and say, right, it's happening this week, and you just get a bit forceful with it almost, like you just tell your friends, like, I need you at this place at this time, it's going to be 2 hours, whatever, I can pay, I can get you lunch, whatever it is. Just, you got to make it happen, because it's so easy to let these ideas just kind of gather dust in your notes apps, and when you make the things happen and you really just go for it, they get done, you know, and you end up with a video to show off. And I just found this year was the year that I kind of realized that no one else is going to come up to you and sort of help you and sort of guide you along when it comes to these solo passion projects. You are the one that really needs to just take that idea and be really upfront about it, and just be like, look, if I'm not going to grab people or book a location or whatever it is just not going to happen, and no one's going to get to see this cool idea that you've got, which would be a shame, because I'm sure so many of you have got these epic ideas that sort of just gathered away in your notes or notepads or whatever it is, and they could happen. Like, you might be able to do one in the next couple of weeks, like, who knows. So yeah, my message for that one is just to make it happen, and don't wait around, because no one's going to help you. And then the last one I would say is definitely just have something else to occupy yourself with. Like, for me, it's fitness. I love being able to get to the gym and being able to work out whenever I feel creatively dead. Like, I just love having that extra thing that I can do, you know. My life isn't just about filmmaking, it's not just about my career. I mean, it is a hobby, a passion, a career, it's all that in one, but yeah, I think you just have to have something else, because if not, it will take over your life and take over your mind. And yes, that might get you to a certain place, but just for general happiness and peace of mind, I think you do need other things in your life. So as passionate as you are about filmmaking or whatever the creative pursuit it is, you can't do it 24/7. So maybe it's a sport, maybe it's a hobby, keeping fit, whatever it is, music, whatever that thing is, just have something else that you're into, have that outlet to just go to, and not think about cameras and not think about ideas. Just pick the thing up, put it down again. Like, it is that simple. And I really am glad that I've got that second thing that I can sort of focus on, I guess. It's been really helpful physically, obviously got its benefits, and mentally it's been great as well. Right, I'm going to call it there and stop waffling along, but hopefully there is some value in there for you somewhere. Hope that you enjoyed the video, and for anyone who's watched any of the videos this year, I really do appreciate it. All the comments from all the like-minded people, really do appreciate them. And yeah, thank you for engaging with the channel, watching my videos and taking an interest. It's been really appreciated. So yeah, thank you as always, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.